Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Brini and today I'm doing something different from my previous 3 videos. As you may know, my 3-part OC series has ended, so I had to continue with new ideas, new characters, and new art for you. This new series will be about my favorite YouTubers as D&D characters, and if you guys enjoyed this video, I might actually make it into a series. So you can leave a comment if you've enjoyed it, and yep, let's start with the video. We're gonna be starting out with my all-time favorite YouTube couple, Evan and Katelyn. Evan and Katelyn are American YouTubers and a married couple. They mainly do DIY projects. They do 3D prints, woodworking, and the thing that they're mostly known for is their resin projects. They also do Twitch streaming, where they mostly stream games, and they do have a podcast. They are a very funny and entertaining couple. Like, I have not seen anyone on YouTube be so authentic and so loving to each other. You can really tell that they do not hide their personalities, and the whole community really loves them for that. They also had a cat named Joob. Joob, aka Moki, aka the supervisor, was kind of the face of the whole operation. She is their pet cat, and she was a very grumpy little girl. You will forever be missed. Before YouTube, Evan was an engineer and Katelyn was a graphic designer. They joined YouTube on May 30th, 2013, and from there they grew their platform and accumulated a lot of fans. One of them, of course, being me. In one of their previous podcasts, from what I remember, they did mention they were friends before they started dating, and they were friends for a few years before they made it official and they got married. From what I know, we don't really know their exact ages, but the community does think that they are in their mid-30s. They have now been in the YouTube community for about 8 years, and they continue to melt our hearts with their goofy personalities and hilarious tragedies. I have been watching Evan and Katelyn for about 6 years, and I think the first video that I watched of theirs was the leather ping pong net, and that video absolutely sealed my fate. They became my favorite YouTubers. While I had other YouTubers I loved at the time, none of them stuck like E and K. My thing is, when I first find a YouTuber, I will obsessively watch their videos for days, sometimes weeks, and eventually I would find another YouTuber and never go back. Apologies to all my previous obsessions I forgot existed. However, with E and K, that never actually happened. To this day, I still watch every single video they put out, right as they post it, no matter which channel it is. And oh boy, they have a lot of channels. For their main Evan and Katelyn channel, I have watched every single video at least a dozen times, and every single gaming video that they put out, especially the uncut ones, I would watch it the first time, pay full attention to it, and then afterward I would replay it, usually as a background noise as I'm drawing or doing some house chores. And usually in like couple video YouTubers stuff, I would have one person who I like more than the other, but in this case, I just can't pick between the two of them. Katelyn, being the more serious and clean one, really appeases my perfectionist side, while Evan, being the smart clown, really appeases my sense of humor. But they can also very much contradict their given personalities, where Evan can be more precise and Katelyn can be more chaotic. Sometimes I did dabble in some DIY YouTube channels, but I never really connected to the YouTubers or their work like I did with Evan and Katelyn. While being creative, smart, and goofy, they really engage with each other like no other YouTube couple that I found. And I feel like that's what attracts me to them that much. They aren't some huge YouTubers who got blinded by the fame. They have a little over 1.5 million subscribers, but let's not forget they have many other channels with different amount of subscribers. I personally am subscribe to every single one of them, and my favorite channels have the little bell icon set for all the notifications, and I do engage with them. At least I do engage with them the best I can. Now, if you've been a subscriber of theirs for a really long time, or maybe if you are new, you should know that they have a lot of internal jokes between each other and between their fans, and I decided to incorporate some of those in the drawings. I had to make Katelyn a half-elf druid, and even though they can't keep plants alive, she is very connected to animals, as is Evan, but I feel like Katelyn is more connected to them. So when I made her a druid, I also gave her her little animal companion, which is their little kitty Joob, and because Joob passed away, I did make her into a little spirit, kind of like a spirit guide type thingy. If I were to draw Jooby somewhere in this drawing more properly, I would have put her in Katelyn's lap, but because I drew Katelyn standing, I couldn't do that. I also gave Katelyn a staff from one of their most recent videos, but I changed the color to fit more into the theme. In their video, it was more cyan or turquoise. For my art, I did more green to fit with the whole nature vibe. I also made sure to put all of her piercings, and of course her iconic glasses had to be there. I also gave her a little pouch on her belt, and I would imagine the pouch contained little cat treats for Joob, because we all know Jooby loved ham. As for Evan, I made him a Goliath barbarian, and I think everyone would know why I did that. With his chaotic personality and the tendency to destroy things.
Oh! Direct hit! Oh my god!
One. Yeah!
Which is basically lighting things on fire. Oh, more!
Oh my god!
It just fit perfectly. Plus, he is a freaking giant. As for his design, I decided to give his armor a gold trim, because people who know Evan and Katelyn know how much Evan loves gold, and to keep his big furry coat on, I gave him a little brooch with a top-down ocean view, because again, those who know how much Evan and Katelyn both love top-down ocean. As for their backstories and how they met, I imagine that Joob climbed up a tree and Katelyn couldn't get her down, so when Evan approached her, he just took a giant axe and chopped down the tree so that Joob could get down. So as a thank you, Katelyn brought him to a tavern and they got themselves a beer, and that's how their friendship and eventually a relationship developed. I'm really happy with how both of them turned out, and even with a bigger beard, I think both of them look pretty much like their IRL selves, but I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. And that's how I'm going to close this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. This took me a while to post. I'm really sorry about that. I have just been very busy IRL, and while I would absolutely love to post once a week, I don't think that's entirely possible. With a full-time job, housework, yard work, and socializing, I need a lot more time, and that's not really possible. But I'm going to try my best to be consistent and to post as much as you guys need. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to see more of me, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!